Beauty Lies Within by MiraculousDragonMaster. Chapter 6. Rarity and Fancy. Meanwhile, in the capital city of Canterlot, Rarity was finishing closing up her boutique, Canterlot Carousel, so that she could pack up and meet her friends at the Ponyville's train station. She finished stitching the hem of a turquoise blue satin skirt that would be on display while she was away. Her stylish curled royal purple hair was framed across her right shoulder and down her back to her ankles in a fancy ponytail. Her skin was as pale as snow, and her eyes were as blue as the sea, and were framed with thick black eyelashes, slightly emphasized with mascara. She wore a fancy light blue blouse with sleeves to her elbows, a dark purple skirt with 3 blue-cut diamonds on the side, and matching boots. Her business partner, Sassy Saddles, then came in beside her. The older woman looked over at the younger one as she grabbed her purse. "Have a good time in Manhattan, Rarity, and enjoy the rest of your break." "Thank you, Sassy," Rarity said. "Are you sure that you will be all right looking after the boutique while I'm away?" "I'm sure," Sassy assured her. She then headed towards the door. "Will you be coming out soon?" she asked. "In a moment," Rarity said. "I'm almost done with these dresses that I have made for my friends. I want to surprise them, for they will be our dresses for the Grand Galloping Gala." "Oh, Rarity," sighed Sassy, "you really are generous." She flipped the sign for closed and then left the boutique. Rarity then turned to a trunk near the display stage. She stretched out her finger towards it, and it was suddenly engulfed in light blue magic. The trunk opened and 6 beautiful coloured ball gowns came out. She then used her magic to get the materials for the finishing touches. As she did the thing she loved doing most, sewing some jewels onto the embroidery, measuring pieces of fabric, and adding some flair to each, she began to sing. "Life is a runaway. Listen, here's what it's all about. I tell you, life is a runaway. Time to bring what's on the inside out. Into the light, into the light. Life is a runaway when you see it my way. Take all the good inside, make it beautiful. Fashion is a way to shot, showing what's in your heart. Call it superficial, I call it irrefutable. Oh, 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 oh. Life is a runaway." As she sung while being in her element, a young man who was a couple of years older than Rarity was walking by the boutique when he saw her with her fabric magically swishing around her. He had ivory white skin, like her, wavy cerulean blue hair, styled neatly, and light blue eyes. He was wearing a casual suit, black dress pants, and matching dress shoes. Fancy Pants watched the young designer sang as she worked. He smiled as he remembered when he had first met her 3 years ago. She definitely was someone worth bumping into, no pun intended. And the way she chose her friends over her growing reputation when they brought her wild and rambunctious party out into the castle garden that day. She definitely was beautiful, both inside and out. "You can be the girl that you wanna be, with a little love and some accessories. Don't be scared to show you have personal style. Just go and do your thing, you'll make everyone smile. You can be the girl that you wanna be, with a little love and some accessories. Don't be scared to show you our personal style. Just go and do your thing, you'll make everyone smile. Life is a runaway. I'll show you what it's all about. I tell you, life is a runaway. Time to bring what's on the inside out. Into the light, into the light." Finally, Rarity finished the dresses and magically twirled them around her as she admired her work. The gown she had made for Twilight was sleeveless and white, starting at the feathery neckline, and the light blue skirt flared down to the feet and was decorated with sparkling stars. Applejack's dress had 2 shades of green, olive green for the bodice, and sparkling dark green for the skirt that goes to the feet. It had a V neckline and sparkling olive lace hanging from the shoulders as tiny sleeves. At least, it was simple yet elegant enough for the cowgirl. Rainbow Dash's dress was magenta, matching her eyes, and as the sparkling skirt with vine designs softly billowed to the fleet, the colour shifted into a light rainbow aurora. It was also sleeveless with a sweetheart neckline, and had little silver lightning bolt pinned to the left side, holding up a soft pink ribbon. It may seem a bit feminine, but it was flexible enough to show that the Wonderbolt is fetching but brash. Fluttershy's dress was a soft pink, matching her hair, and as the velvety skirt descended down to the feet, the colour gently faded into white. It was also sleeveless, except for the straps around her shoulders. The sparkly bodice had a shimmering silver strap around it. It would surely enhance the beauty of the kind-hearted girl. Pinkie Pie's dress is in 2 shades of turquoise, a medium and a dark. It was dark turquoise for the bottom of the long skirt and part of the bodice, and it was regular sea turquoise for the rest of the dress. It had a round neckline with short sleeves, and it had a long pink ribbon for a sash around the waist. It was beautiful enough to make the hyperactive girl seem like a lady. Finally, Rarity's own dress was dark blue, and around the long skirt was a thin satin wrap of a lighter shade. It was also sleeveless and had a sweet neckline, but the bodice was jewelled and had very intricate designs, perfect for a lady such as herself. A knock on the window snapped her out of her thoughts. Rarity turned to the window and saw Fancy Pants waving to her. She waved back with her free hand and then magically put the completed gowns back in the trunk. When she was done, she went over to the door and opened it. "Fancy Pants!" she said, smiling. "What a surprise!"
"Good to see you again, Rarity," Fancy said. "I must say, those gowns I saw you working on are absolutely lovely."
Rarity lightly blushed and tucked a loose strand behind her ear. "Oh, thank you," she said, but then remembered something. "Where's Fleur-de-Lis? I thought she would be with you." For some reason, recently, the thought of that clingy woman made her want to pry her arms off Fancy just so that he could have some personal space.
"She and I decided to stop seeing each other," he explained. "Though, strangely enough, I think that is one good decision I have made as of recent."
Rarity slightly giggled at his comment, but then quickly stopped. "Oh, I'm sorry."
"Don't be," Fancy assured her. "So, are you free this afternoon?"
"I'm sorry, Fancy," Rarity said, "but I will be spending my weekend with my friends in Manhattan. And also, I will be returning to Ponyville for 2 months."
"I see," he said. "But are you coming to the gala?"
"Yes. Are you?" she asked.
"Indeed," Fancy replied. "I would like to see you there."
Rarity smiled. "I wouldn't miss it." She then glanced at the street clock. "Oh my goodness! I must hurry." She magically made the trunk and her own suitcase float over to her. With her free hand she closed the shop door and locked it. "I simply cannot miss my train."
"I understand," Fancy said. "Will I see you soon?"
Rarity placed a hand on his shoulder. "I promise." With that she began running to the train station with her luggage floating behind her. End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that one. A nice one, that one, but quite simple, and I like the dress designs in this. What can I say? I've always liked when cute outfits are described because I'm quite good at picturing them in my head, and I'm a sucker for beautiful things. You're talking to a girl who has a tiara collection, for crying out loud. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified for whenever I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals and non-bino pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.